Alright, yo, what up, what up, what up? Welcome back to the solar system series known as Cancer in the Closet. We're talking about the cancer signs in the closet. Anyways, based off the title of this video, you already know what's the planet we're talking about, and if you know anything about astrology, this planet is a placement for Cancer. So, let's get into it. Saturn in Cancer, Saturn in Cancer, Saturn in Cancer. So, let's talk about the Cancer sign a little bit. Oh wait, no, I like starting off with Saturn. Let's talk about Saturn. So, Saturn is the planet of boundaries, restrictions, limits, structure, kind of like creating structure for yourself, like, schedules, rules, limits. No, I can't smoke weed every day. I gotta smoke it every other day. Ah, soberness, kinda, and then also like engaging with structure in your external reality, which is like, illicit drugs. I can't do those. Zoning laws. I need a permit before I construct anything. Road rage. I don't want to go to class. Shit like that. And then Saturn is also like how one sees reality, and how you kind of engage with it. So how you see reality is obviously a very, very varying situation and thing that goes on, but it's kind of denoted by the sign and the house and the alignments that everything has going on with Saturn. But anyways, let's talk about Cancer. Cancer is born from the fourth house, the house of home, domestic, family life, all situations where you're just like, oh, home is where the heart is. You know what I'm saying? Any really time, space, situation you feel that like comfortable, warm, nurturing feeling of people caring about you in your heart, It could be family, close friends, I don't know, everything kind of like classes under like friends other than that outside of your family. Acquaintances, like mentors, all that type of shit, really. And then on top of that, let's go through Cancer a little bit more. So Cancer is cardinal water, initiating, creating new ways of feeling and adding emotion to things. And some people say emotionalizing, but adding emotion to things is a pretty good breakdown of it, because we get tens, thousands, millions of feelings, per day. There's freaking, I have this like whatchamacallit, this damn, what the fuck? Oh, yeah. I have this, like, Snuggie knockoff that's a little different called the Comfy On right now, man. I feel that. It feels comfortable and kind of like fake wool. I feel this cotton right in front of me. I feel this cotton right behind me. But I don't really, like, add any emotion to it. Like, if this, like, fell down and was like, I'd be like, what the fuck? And I'd add some type of emotion to it, Which is me being, like, pissed off and annoyed by that, right? So, that's adding an emotion to it. You get 10,000 feelings a day. I feel this air in my lungs. I feel like, I feel this color that I'm receiving into my freaking, eye holes. And I feel like I have to make this video right now because I have to put up a freaking Cancer video or some type of astrological video every day so I can start getting traction. I feel as though I should make more. I feel as though I should get better editing software, but I'm working on it. It's a whole progression thing. Anyways, also, since I feel like I want to talk about me right now, I'm also going to talk about the way I'm engaging with structure in this situation. So, I used to play paintball, right? And now I'm in my closet where my paintball gear used to be, A way that structure is going on is, the thing supporting my ass cheeks right now is a steel tank containing about 3,000 pounds of compressed air and about 1.25 cubic feet. That's some structure containing some energy right there. Hopefully I don't fart and make it explode. Anyways, on to Cancer. So Cancer, like I said, cardinal water, initiating, creating new ways of how to feel and add emotion to things, right? The element is water, obviously. The modality is cardinal. And then, pretty much. So running down, let's run down the list this time. So Cancer is exalted in Jupiter, the planet of expansion. It is ruled by the moon, which is the home, domestic, family, no, that's the house, which is your emotional state, reactions, and how you respond to things. And it's actually the only planet that can actually react and respond to things, which is why the moon is so special and people call it the seat of your soul. And then we come to this planet, which it is away in, which is Saturn. Saturn is the planet of boundaries, restrictions, limits, structure, and how one sees reality, as you well know, and it does not do well with Cancer, which is why it is away and or at work here. And then it falls in Mars. So this is just a general alignment to give you the archetype of what Cancer is. So with this being how it is, you basically like talking on the points of the traits a little bit, is you don't really like to engage with structure in any shape and form whatsoever unless you have a feeling that comes from you about it, you know? Because think about it, Cancer being the crab, this is the exact alignment that is like putting you in the space of, I gotta create a shell around this so I can feel that home and family life, you know? And like basically Saturn in Cancer gives you that feeling of, oh, okay, if I don't do this, I can't go home, or I won't feel at home, or I won't feel that comfort in my heart. So you always feel like you have to put in work to create these things for yourself. And until you do, you will be stuck in that feeling, like depending on how many alignments you have with this. Like say if you have like a conjunction with another planet, it may, support or not support this feeling in a way whatsoever, which would really kind of suck, And then if there's an opposition in this planet, you can either take a break or feel like you can't work on an opposing factor with it, which would probably really, really fucking suck as well, because the only opposing sign that you could possibly have with this placement is in Capricorn. So say if you have like a Sun in Capricorn opposing your Saturn in Cancer, you would feel like, damn, I love the idea of like expressing this like creation and like working on this status, but the main ruler planet is in its opposing sign, so it's like, oh shit, I can't do it in some way. It's like I feel limited. I feel like I have to stop and wait before I can feel comfortable to do this, but in order to feel comfortable, I have to create the structure so I can feel comfortable. So it's like a Matrix Inception mindfuck of like, oh shit, I can't do it, but I want to do it, and I see it, and I want to express it. But that's just, don't get that twisted with the actual just Saturn and Cancer sign itself. That was my example for freaking having an opposition with the Sun in Capricorn. A Sun in Cancer per itself is just the normal level of like, oh fuck, I gotta work on this today. Oh fuck, I gotta create structure for myself today. Oh fuck, I gotta do this today. And it's not like you're asleep or anything. You're full well awake in this situation from an astrological perspective. But it's just like you just have this what's the word? This kind of like orphan type of feeling, where it's like you have to work 10 times harder than everyone else to get to that place. But it's not like you were orphaned in some type of way. It's like you just need that comfort and control, like that comes from a feeling of you actually wanting to work on something, to actually put in that work. And like I said, it's like this weird like split kind of like dichotomy where it's like you feel the need to like put in the structure to feel like you're at home, but you need some type of feeling that you actually enjoy to go home. It's like a weird like split type of like pick right or left, fork in the road situation. You can either feel this way today or you can either feel this way today. They'll both lead to the same place, but you might as well work on one so you can get to the other. And it's just like, it's weird because it's kind of it's damn near never ending in some type of capacity, because depending on like the type of person you are, you may have to put in a certain like super high, like crazy high, like all the way to the stars type of situation for you to get to that place. And it's just like, what am I gonna do? It may feel damn near like impossible at times if you do have such a high level of like what's the word? If you have such a high like ambition, because with this placement, it's just, like I said, the odds are stacked against you in a way. You feel like you're at work. You feel like you just want to go home. And literally the sign that you have placed it in this is the caring, nurturing, homely sign. So it's just like, yo, what is going on? Like they don't quite oppose each other, but they kind of do in a way, because you just feel such a need for like comfort in what you're doing, and you're just not going to get it because you have to create it for yourself. But like I said, you have to find a thing where you really need to give you that feeling. And it's just like you're looking outside of yourself for something that you feel the need to create for yourself in order to create that feeling for yourself. And it's just like, this is why this placement is just like, what the fuck is going on? And it's like, you shouldn't feel like what the fuck is going on, because it's the planet of structure, boundaries, restrictions, and limit. You should be structured and know when to do this, that, and the third. And like I said before, this is literally like creating your shell. It's just creating your shell. You have to create that shell so you can move through life the proper way that you want to, with that homely feeling. And like how this would kind of look is like you need to find some type of schedule that you really care about. But the only way to do that is you need to have something to care about. So it's just like you may need to take a moment. Like the Saturn part of yourself will hate this, but the Jupiter part, like the Cancer placement, will love this. You just need to go out for a short while and create the structure of you expanding into all of these situations so that you can actually have some substance and mass and experience to work with in order to create the structure for yourself. These are the type of signs that, like, even though you're like your planet, your all your freaking alignments, like this alignment specifically, will kind of hate it. This is the sign that needs like a 2 to 3 year gap year before they go to college or like actually create something for themselves in their life. And like honestly, basing off the whole American school system, you probably should have a 3 year period, because basically the way it works with natural, like with your Saturn square Saturn, like in your own life, is basically like once at the age of 21 your Saturn does square Saturn. And like basically the way you can interpret this is you're going through a learning experience of how to create structure for yourself. But in between that time, like I said, you need to find what you want to create structure around, right? Before these alignments start smacking you, and then like the actual Cancer part of this specific alignment gets really crazy and really starts smacking the shit out of you, because you're going to be like, all right, you spent all this time out of your home, out of you feel comfortable. Did you get what you actually needed to like put in the work to create, to like build your house? No, you didn't. Or yes, you did. Then it's great. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully you did. But this is why, like, the Saturn and Cancer person may actually need that period in their life to go find out what they actually want to do. And like I said, you already feel like you're not at home. And like when you're creating structure, you already feel like you're not at home. So you might as well just not be at home and actually go find out like what you really like to enjoy, what actually makes you catch these vibes, and what actually like you will be willing to create your own vibe of the home for, you know? Like maybe say your vibe is actually construction and you want to actually build homes, you know? Maybe for that 3 year period you should go out and do like Habitat for Humanity and go build homes for people. Maybe you'll find what you enjoy doing that way, and along the way you'll get like say like construction skills, and then you'll be able to go do some homesteading and build your own plot of land and go enjoy yourself that way, you know? Like, it's all about just getting around that whole, like, weird feeling that, like, the Saturn and Cancer kind of brings. Because, like I said, you're not going to feel at home working on structure, and you're not going to feel at home not working on structure. So you might as well go out and find, like, the experiences that you want to experience so you can create your own vibes in order to create the structure that you want to create for yourself. Anyways, peace.